Hello. So I am outside now. It's half an hour later, and I feel very self-conscious. But there's still no one around, so it's a small step, I guess. And I realized I watched my other video again, and I look so angry. I mean, I'm normally quite calm, but that looked really angry. Um, oh, I notice I am speaking quieter than before, but it doesn't make sense to scream around. The neighbors might get angry. Well, I'm just talking, they won't even hear me. One thing I realized watching the other video again and talking to my girlfriend about it is that I want to achieve things too quickly. Like I if I have a problem, I just want to skip steps. I just want to go from 0 to 100. Um, and I think that's a certain cognitive function that is not really that is not much developed. So I just want to make things possible, but without taking the effort of going in small steps. And I mean, I saw so many videos about that before. Peterson says that um, you have to, like, people who have real anxiety. I mean, I don't know. Is that real anxiety what I'm having? I guess not. But people who have real anxiety, you have to put it down into smaller steps. You have to like do the thing. If you can't go to the next step, you have to stay on that level and do it 100 times until you're bored. And I guess I have to now record 5 videos until I'm bored, and then I can go and think about the next step. Maybe just do a video just walking around um, town. But and that links to what I noticed with self-actualization, because I realized I quit my job, I did all this transcendent stuff, and it's great, but I think I skipped a few steps. And well, I guess it's fine, but a few things just came up traveling, and I realized, yeah, you skipped a few steps with your transcendent self-actualization thingy. Um, that's good to realize. Um, and I am close to normal sound level now. So I think objectively, no one could even understand what I'm saying. Well, of course not, because I guess the language also helps. Oh, yeah, of course. The next step has to be a German video, because I still have the safety of knowing that other people can't understand me. Yes. So I guess it's also still, I mean, you can watch Peterson 1,000 times saying this, breaking it into smaller pieces, but it's still another thing to actually do that. Like, and that's true for so many things with me. And it links again to abstract versus concrete. I mean, how often have I understood something cognitively, but not changed any of my behavior? And then I'm confusing that realizing this stuff about myself is already the cure. It's not. Realizing things is the first step, but you can realize a million things like I do. But if you don't do it, then it's worth nothing or not much. I mean, it's still worth something, because I remember saying like a year ago, um, when learning all these things, I think unconsciously your behavior already changes if when you realize things, but that's like 4% out of 100. 4%, or maybe I don't know. Maybe, yeah, let's say 5% of your behavior change comes through awareness. Well, it should be a bit more, I guess. But the biggest part of it is actually changing it. And I'm not good at that. Well, I'm not. I mean, it didn't take me so long to quit my job and do this year of traveling. Although I imagined it for quite a while. So, but there, the most important thing was also not to just imagine going on to travel for a year, but to actually do it. And that links to another video I did, I don't know, 2 months ago about doing things instead of pondering. And I did it for 2 days and then I stopped. Because pondering is just so much better than doing things. But yeah, that's good to realize. And actually, I think it was good that I went back upstairs, just doing it indoors, because I don't know, it has to be small steps. And now I'm outside talking and it's fine. Nothing happens. There's no police. And that reminds me of another video I did last year in Nottingham or Birmingham, where I was doing, I was actually doing one outside there, but it was deep, like around midnight. And I was worrying that police would come. That's crazy too. Because think of all the people that resentment is too much, but like where I roll my eyes when I see them. Like my brother, he's just a doer. He just does things all day and he doesn't care. He's just in action all day. If I tell him what my problem is of even going into action, that's he would he would laugh. But well, it's the other way around too. If I tell him to just sit down quietly for 2 hours thinking about himself, then he would be shocked. So I guess I could do a challenge of like being my brother for a day. Well, I guess so. The next step is to do a few videos outside, and then when I get bored of it, do a video just outside when someone is in the house. That's and then first in English and then in German. I mean, I can actually do a step by step, like I can do a step-by-step guide of what I have to do to be comfortable just doing videos anywhere with anyone in any situation. But that needs like small steps. If I want to do a video like in front of people now, then I freak out. But if I do it step by step, then it's fine. And then I can also think about doing these on another level. Not on this personal level, but on a teaching level of teaching my knowledge, because that's what I ultimately want to do. But how can I even start that when when I'm not even comfortable doing these on a personal level? Yeah, that's stopping me. I can't do it on a business level or something. And I also need the practice first, because if people see videos where I explain personality systems, and I go into my slow mode, then no one will even be interested, because I'm just speaking like, I don't know, a dead animal. Yeah, but that wasn't so difficult now, was it? It was good to go a step back, so it's also good just to go. If I feel overwhelmed, then I can just go a step back and have to be on that level again. I think there should be at least, I don't know, 8 or 10 levels, so that makes it easier. And once you've conquered a level, I don't think it's so difficult anymore. All right. Let's see if there's any feedback, any interesting feedback from my girlfriend about this. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I can't share that, too personal. But yeah, yeah, the unworthiness of my core. Where's that coming from? Why do I think people are not worthy of my core? Or is it really that, or am I just using it as an excuse? Yeah, I mean, I don't have to share everything with strangers. And I guess that's also just, but if I really don't care about the reaction, and I don't think I do, then I can just, and I actually did that a bit more recently. I remember an event with about 12 people from my table tennis team. And I think most of them are sensors and don't care about these systems, but I just talked about it. It was a month ago. I don't know, doesn't matter. But there, I just talked about it, and some people just, oh, I don't think anyone resonated with it. But yeah, I didn't really care. But I mean, they are not strangers. I mean, they're just uh, friends from my table tennis club. But friends. Um, yeah, I just have to find a way to get that context, or maybe I just have to say, fuck context. Who needs context? I'm just me, and that's what interests me. Who cares? Who cares if you don't like it? There's just one person who likes it, then that's already fine. All right. I think that's enough time outside for now.